chewing the fat, kicking it back. Cap Q, Gregory, DT on the track. If you wanna laugh, if you wanna react, hit play, lean in. We just chewing the fat. Hot takes, headlines, dumb group chat, big world talk.
All right, welcome folks to Chewing the Fat podcast show, where we talk about everything and nothing, big things, little things, heavy things, light things, dark things, light things, all kinds of things. As usual, I got my co-host, Gregory.
Yo, what's up, guys?
And we have DT. What's up? And we have a special guest today, American Eagle Hoarder.
Hello.
And we are going to talk about flat Earth, the firmament, and versus globers, as they call them, or just the scientific that we are a floating space rock. What is that? What is the word? Orbiting the sun. Let's just get it all out of the way. Like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow.
Smash that bell so you can know when we come on.
And check out our affiliates. We have some My Patriot Supply. Use the link in the bio or on the description of the show. Get yourself an ammo can 1 week. I mean, get yourself something. We all watch the news. They're at war, Iran. This escalation. You want to be prepared. Use the link in the bio. And we have Dubby energy drink. When you're, need a little pick me up, use the promo code chewing at dubby.com and get yourself some energy. And then we have merchandise as well. Go to the Shopify, pick yourself up some merch, helps the channel. And that's it. That's the intro. Let's get into it. So if we don't know, Greg already pulled up the definition of the firmament. So we'll start on that side.
All right. So the term firmament refers to the vault or arc of the sky, the heavens. It most commonly invokes a literal or poetic perception of the sky as a vast, overarching dome. It is also used metaphorically to describe a sphere of activity, e.g., the fashion of firmament. Exploring the concept spans across three primary perspectives. Linguistic origin. The word derives from Latin firmamentum, meaning a support or firm object. Historically, the term was a translation of the Greek word stereoma, which implies a rigid or solid structure. Ancient cosmology and the Bible. In many ancient cultures, including Mesopotamia, Egyptian, and Greek, and in early biblical traditions, the universe was envisioned as having a physical solid dome above the flat earth. Biblical usage in the book Genesis, the firmament is the expanse created by God to separate the waters above from the waters below. The original Hebrew word, requia, translates to a stretched out thinness or something beaten out. Interpretations, while older translations like King James Version use firmament to suggest solidity, modern Bible scholarship and many contemporary translations interpret requia simply as the atmospheric expansion or the sky.
Yeah, earlier, sorry to cut in,
Mm-hmm.
There's later Bibles change it to the sky or the heavens instead of the firmament.
Yeah.
Like the American
the water,
standard,
earth and the heavens.
separated earth from sky.
Mm-hmm. And then pop culture and media. The imaginary and lore of physical domes surrounding Earth continues to inspire modern storytelling. For instance, the premise from the hit science fiction television series Under the Dome, based on Stephen King's novel, revolves around a sudden, inescapable, and mysterious barrier dropping over a small town, effectively creating a modern, localized firmament. And that's pretty much the vast, like a broad stroke of firmament.
All right. Yeah, I mean that's where the firmament is the dome between. I mean, the dome above us, and then there's stuff below us too, and that's like there talks of that in the Bible where like so 1/3 of the angels rebelled, and a bunch of them went to here, but some went to Earth, and that's where we get the modern demons. Will, you probably know stuff about that, don't you?
Underneath us is named Sheol in
Yeah.
the Bible. And there's water below us. According to the Bible, there's waters above the firmament, which is why ironically, why is the sky blue? Because the water's blue. The ocean's blue. Why is the ocean blue? Because the sky's blue. Well, it says there's water above the sky, which would make sense why it's blue. If there's water above the firmament, that would make it blue. So, but underneath it was the landmass. Obviously, in creation times, it was just mostly land, but water underneath.
Yeah.
And that's where Sheol is depicted.
Okay.
Sheol.
What?
I don't know how
Sheol.
deep you want me to go into that.
Hold on. Yeah, that's now you're so we understand, so we get the dynamics for the audience. You're more on your flat earth. You're the
I love
firmament.
the term flurf.
Flurf.
Sounds funny
You're
to
a
me.
flurf.
Okay, explain.
Yeah.
Flat
Thanks.
earth. Mush
Flurf.
earth together. Flurf.
Flurf.
It has a good ring to it.
It is a pretty good
Definitely better than globe tard.
globe tard. Yeah. I would choose flurf.
So I'll take flurf any day of the week. But yes, I am for. It's not even believer. I just know it's flat and not round, and I have way like nothing but evidence to it being flat. No evidence to it being round.
Okay.
None, huh?
None. I have.
And did you look for none?
I have pseudoscience.
Did you close your eyes?
But not evidence. No evidence. No rock hard evidence.
No rock hard evidence of roundness at all. So there's no solidity into the Earth being
not solidified,
round or spherical.
Yeah, you're not saying it's a sphere. Well, that's what we talked briefly before the show, that it's not a globe, it's not a perfect sphere. These planets aren't perfect spheres. They're rocks, they're roundish rocks. Some said that it's like one of them is a potato shaped, like if they were going scientific, like they're not perfect spheres.
So do you want me to what do you want?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go with this?
I don't know. We'll put this video on about the firmament, and then you can jump off of there.
We've all heard about the firmament theory. Well, if you haven't, stick around because there's footage. It's a theory that space is fake and no humans can actually leave the atmosphere. In the clip I'm about to show, a plane actually hits the firmament and crashes. Watch the clip.
I have seen this video before. Have you guys seen this one before? It's very interesting.
I've seen
This
some
section,
of it.
The ice, how it looks.
Is there a way to turn it up though?
Yeah. How's that?
It was fine on my end, but we have headphones on.
So look, yeah, right there.
You see the side-by-side comparison with the water on the left side of the screen. It's a model plane to show the difference. You notice how the splash of the model plane in the water is very, very similar to how the plane exploded when it touched what we assume is the firmament. It's like an imaginary barrier that you can't cross, like something more powerful rejecting humans. I think it's interesting, but I also think it's very strange. I am currently live streaming these conspiracies if you want to watch.
Okay. Question, just quick question to debunk that is satellites and all the things that are floating around up there in space that are past this firmament. How'd they get there then?
They're not
Are
there.
they past the firmament?
They're not there. They
No.
are there.
They're not. You know why?
Oh,
There's
okay.
not
Then we lose.
Hold
There's
on.
no way.
There's not one actual non-CGI rendered picture of a satellite above a round Earth. all round Earth images are CG generated,
This image is actually from Artemis 2.
which is CG again. Yeah,
No,
that right there,
it's-
that's CG.
That's an actual image from the telescope that's up there in space.
That's what they want you to believe.
Okay, so you got to.
Here,
All
I
right.
got a
I'll
follow
pull
up
up the
question.
Artemis, since you went with Artemis. Watch
Hold on,
any.
Hugh just said he had a
No,
question.
go ahead, Artemis. Well, I have a question. So, what is his name in the NASA right there in Cleveland? John Glenn.
Yeah.
From
He's supposedly circumvented the globe, right? So you should be able to find like that images. You should be able to watch that film going around. It should be there. Where is it?
Yeah, that's the other thing. We've got cell phones that can take live stream video from all over the world, right? But we can't take live stream from space. We should have better communication.
Who said?
Because you're right by the satellites if you're above the firmament and you're in space.
They have footage from this astronauts that they had to go and collect that Elon went out and got. There's footage from them there live sent back, so that was just all faked, is what we're gonna say then.
Yes.
Well,
All
there
false and fake. Yes.
I will say that
Or
did
if
do
it's
some
real,
kind of
it is
video.
real.
There was some video that went out that was showed somebody walking through talking about a program or something like that, and in the background of that video was the Artemis studio. There was a thing of
that was Bush. Old man Bush, like the old president in a wheelchair. They wheeled his ass,
around, right? Is that just recently?
The NASA Space Station Center, not the supposed ISS. They wheeled him through to show him the whole NASA program, and there it is in the background, him hanging on wires with the green screen behind him with a grid, so he knows
A harness or something.
where to pretend like he's in space. And that's not the only video. There's like 1,000 videos of. There's the one guy floats from one side of the supposed aircraft to the other, picks up a bat that's sitting on the
I do
floor
remember that.
as a ball is supposedly going real slow through no gravity, and then he picks up this bat, boom, hits it real nice, and it goes perfectly. No, and he's doing it in a rush. But
Yes.
I accidentally hit it
Like it's
off
on a
course.
string.
Well, I would say more like somebody with a green screen hand just doing this, and a big green
Robert
screen suit.
Robert commented in.
Right? But
Do you remember when that dude jumped from the stratosphere? Well, while he is just about to jump, the Earth looks round,
yeah, with the
Mhm.
fisheye lens, everything was bent in that image.
and then we got Nixter. If Neil Armstrong was the first on the moon, who was the guy recording him walk out of the shuttle?
He's still there.
That's
still
always
waiting.
that's always a joke.
Always the
Like,
one.
who was
Yeah.
filming? Because
They
I
have-
think I do believe that they didn't go then. Like they won the race with Russia by putting on a show. That's
So
That's your
if they
opinion.
didn't go then,
yeah. We talked about there
Yeah.
before.
let me go with that. If they didn't go then, what did they do to the public?
What do you mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's
What
against.
did they do to the
Doesn't
public
think that
by
they
telling us
lied.
that they went? They lied, right?
I mean, they've been lying for centuries
That's lie.
about
That's
it.
one lie. That's just one, right? How many other lies has the government been caught on? More than one?
This is a
just-
good comment.
Hold on.
And
Who
you say
retrieved the
multiple?
film from the space shuttle taking off from the moon?
Mhm. I was going to go there, but I'm skipping to the
Yeah.
lies.
yeah.
Uh,
Who said that? Thank
How
you.
many lies?
I
many
missed
lies?
Stephanie
reading.
said that. Stephanie Hendershot said that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
I
good.
didn't
I mean, there's
Thank you, baby.
Hold on.
That's awesome.
So, how many other lies do you know of that you can count? Can you count at least 5 that you know that they've been busted on?
oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. But
So-
to believe, hold on.
Just-
But sure, to believe that they always lie would be also nonsensical. Like
Well,
they don't lie. Everything is a lie.
Let's use the principle.
They do
Will's
lie.
bringing up.
Let me finish
use the
my
principle.
whole situation
Okay,
here.
go ahead.
my whole
You
thing
finish.
before you jump in. How many would you say they've been caught in more than 10 lies?
Yes.
Since the government has been created, whenever that was, how many would you guess? Like, what's the highest number you think they've been caught on? 50? I'm going to go with at least 50.
From the,
Okay,
the
whatever
founding
number
of our
you say,
nation.
Okay.
whatever
we'll just-
number you do say,
Hey, what-
we get your point.
Hold on. Now, so far as my research has led me to find, the Bible has never been debunked once. Everything that has been in the past hasn't been scientifically debunked. They have found the Shroud of Turin. They put it through ridiculous amount of tests to
That's
find
it.
out.
We're
if
going to
it's
have a show on that
and they
alone.
found that it is.
Which
then
one?
they found
The Shroud of Turin.
Yeah.
the boat, Noah's Ark in Mount Ararat, which is where the Bible said it landed. There's as far as I know, there's only 2 books. I don't know if you'd call this a book, but I'm going to call it a book for this sake of argument. Only 2 books that talk about Noah. This one and one other of Noah's expedition with the ark.
Yeah, it's in the Torah, which is
I think it's in all religions.
there is a
I
flood
just know of
story
2,
in a lot of them.
but it's in here very great detail on how big the ark was, how exactly the measurements that are described in here is what they found to the cubit of length of description. Nothing has been debunked from the Bible. So would you agree that so far the Bible is telling the truth every step of the way thus
It
far?
does have a lot of archaeological evidence to support
Okay.
its writing.
Well, page 1, Genesis. I don't know if it's. I don't know the chapters.
It is Genesis. I don't know the chapter, but
Genesis chapter 1. I'm just going to say it like a normal chapter book. Genesis chapter 1 says there's a firmament. Well, we've got videos of rockets hitting the firmament and bouncing off, and then we have Operation Fishbowl, which the government put in back in the 50s or early 50s, like 56 to 53, somewhere around there. I know I'm reversing my years. In 57, Admiral Byrd came back from his expedition of Antarctica, or what is known as the ice wall. And after he went on television explaining there's more out there, we just have to go. There's a gap in between it. You just have to go through and see what's out there. There's so many more land that's bigger than all the land here that we know of, which we call it in the Gleason map, which is the flat Earth map. It's called the known lands.
is that the one that's on the UN? There's that weird
map.
map on the UN headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that what you're talking
UN
about?
Building is designed as the firmament. It's a round, a dome-like room with stars, like lights hanging like the stars, and it's all pictured exactly the way it is. And then
if you're a flurfer, you can't say things are round.
Maybe
A
the
dome is
planned
round shape,
Operation Fishbowl to confuse us. They could. I mean, there's always deflection. Stephanie also said the government lies, though. And then,
The Tuskegee syphilis study was a major lie from the U.S. government.
yeah, there's.
Yeah,
I
that was
mean,
a big one.
what I
Well,
think
that's
what
a lot.
Bill was trying to say
lies
with
that they
his
didn't do it, or they did.
Well, he was talking.
what I think you're trying to say is, if you say Bob, you lend Bob money, and he keeps not paying you back, you're gonna stop lending Bob money. Same thing. That's like the principle. They've been lying 15, 20, 30 times. You go to your buddy that lies all the time or can't keep a secret, you're gonna tell that buddy secrets. You learn
Yeah.
that. So not all their information can be just taken as credible just because it's, and we saw that in the COVID era. Trust the science. Just because
Right.
it's science doesn't mean it's true.
Safe and effective.
Yes. Just because I say the word, well, it's proven with science, doesn't mean I prove jack shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen it with the government is they've proven a narrative that they constructed. You know,
So-
they built the model and said it exists.
Right.
On a side note, do you know there's been the question, why would they lie and say it's round? Right? And I'll tell you the answer to that, but before I do, just something else popped in my head.
Yeah, MK Ultra. That's the.
Everything that the Bible says Earth is, NASA which is government owned or ran, NASA.gov, NASA is absolute opposite, 180 degrees opposite. It says Earth is fixed in its foundation, does not move. The stars circulate and move around us. Same with the sun and moon, right? NASA is absolute opposite. Nope. We are the ones moving around the sun. The sun doesn't move, we move. And we're moving. Not only that, look at the speeds that they say. We're traveling at what the Earth is spinning at 1,040 miles an hour. And I'm paraphrasing the number, but it's over 1,000 miles an hour, just over. And then I've got more to that.
Steph said
we're following the moon, not the moon. The planet is circulating orbiting the sun.
Orbiting the sun, yeah.
Right at 667 or 666,700 or 666,000. It's 666 basically, right?
Probably.
Every number, the Earth is supposedly tilted at a 23.4 degree tilt.
Yeah, we looked that up a little bit earlier today.
Degrees, you got 666 again.
You could throw it up on my side.
All kinds of things with all the planets, by the way. Not just that, Mars, Pluto, like a lot of them. If you just take 666 and times it in many different ways, you get all the numbers they've got for like every planet.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, like I believe it. I believe it because just today, there's a Sean Ryan show with Father Chippinger coming up. That he says that the Satan is the prince of the earth, and that's everything that we have to deal with. But
that will be
Steph said, if you own the scientists holding the test, can they be trusted?
Yeah, probably not. I would say not.
Not.
To just because he brought it up, and I wanted to mention some of this stuff with the Earth tilt and such.
Right.
Then the question would be, and don't answer the question yet, but the question would be then, how do we have seasons? How do we have temperature? How do we have sunrise and sunsets on a flat area? All of that is explained. Easy. All of that is explained on a spherical.
You want me to show your screen?
Planet. Yeah, you can.
Well, that's easy.
The roll of the Earth tilt.
It's God's blessing. That's why.
Oh, then.
No, I can answer.
That's easy.
That's a good one. Hold on, I didn't say that. Yeah. Hold on, you got your turn.
Let him get through his info, and then we'll discuss.
Yeah. So, because of the 23.5 inclination, as the Earth revolves around the sun, one hemisphere is always tilted towards the sun while the other is tilted away. Summer, the hemisphere tilted towards the sun receives more concentrated direct sunlight and experiences longer days leading to warmer temperatures. And winter, the hemisphere tilted away from the sun receives direct, spread out sunlight and experiences shorter days, resulting in colder weather. So, and then cycles of the tilt. While the tilt currently sits at 23.5, it is not a fixed number over a cycle above about 41,000 years, and the axial tilt slowly oscillates between 22.1 and 24.5. When the tilt is at its maximum angle, seasons become more extreme, with warmer summers and colder winters. So that's how we get like that cycle through the years.
That climate change.
Yeah. And you go like in 1978. Yes, 1978, when I was born, we had that huge
blizzard.
The blizzard of 78.
The blizzard.
Which is then it's going to come back around because of this, the cycles of the tilt, the Earth's rotation around the sun, and so on and so forth. So, that's a bunch on the axis.
Okay.
And there was one more part to that, and let me.
Okay, and then we're going to discuss. I could see American Eagle Hoarder just getting ready. He can refute what is claimed, and we can be here. He's ready. He's like, he should just had ropes. He should have had like a rope so he could step through when he's ready to talk.
Now these are things that you can go and retest and test, and they will continue to repeat themselves, which is that sunlight hits different parts of the earth at different times, creating distinct time zones only consistent on a spherical shape.
Who says?
Well, you can do it. Well, who says flat? Like you get that's we're not going to go to that argument.
We're back.
We're not
again.
going to
Who
use
says
that.
flat? The Lord.
The Lord says both. Let's say the Lord. Good.
Who
We're
says?
not doing that. We're not doing that because we're going to say the same question to who says flat, and then we'll be in a long debate going nowhere. So we're gonna go past that. Yeah, and the same with the Bible. Yes, the Lord.
So do me a favor.
Yeah. Now, just to bring those things up.
You asked
All
me.
right, you want your screen to
Okay.
tilt? We got the tilt.
Okay,
Oh no, that's exactly what I read. That's fine. You don't have to.
Oh,
show it.
okay.
Bring up the Gleason map.
The Gleason map.
Okay, hold on.
18.
Oh, you got it?
I'll
Put
get.
it up,
I got
Jamie.
it. Yeah,
Pull it up, Jamie. The
I
Gleason.
got you.
In fact, here, so that I know you guys are getting the right one.
Not
Oh, I'll get the right one. Don't you worry
flat
about
or
that.
flat or round. This, I'm sure you guys have seen it. I should have pulled it up. I didn't think about it. There's this older woman going over maps on the thing that in certain times, or the way they drew the maps at the time,
Okay,
were
throw up my
larger.
go ahead.
The larger Christian nations were painted or made bigger than those that are not. So like
Oh,
the
the disproportion. Yes.
aren't correct.
Go ahead
right.
and show
There we go.
Okay.
which one you want me to pull up.
See
From
at the
left to
bottom,
right.
the bottom left, bottom right. Those are the summer and winter solstices. It explains how
these-
it works. Yep. It explains all of it.
Who?
That map.
See, we're back at it. Who says this? Who?
No,
That
the
map.
drawer of this map.
It's written on the
Who-
map.
Who's
Everything
the
that-
map? Who's the person that can?
Gleason is the designer of the map.
So Gleason, and who's Gleason?
Gleason, I don't know his first name. I just know that's the Gleason's map. It says it right. Gleason's. And it's made in
What?
18 something or other. And
When they believed these things?
No, the bottom little gold circles on the bottom
It was
right, and the bottom
published-
left.
Yeah,
Right
these.
there.
1892.
Those are the solstices that explain the winter and summer.
Let's go like this.
Getting to a one you can zoom in on is the trick
We'll
here.
hide you on the screen while we're talking. Greg,
Yep.
pull it, download it in your photos, and then open your photos on a tab, and you
Yep.
can open the whole
Right.
picture.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah,
Boom, you got it.
already on it.
Boom.
Here's a little quick Gleason map. Originally, the Gleason Standard Map of the World was published in 1892 by engineer Alexander. Write that down, Will, so you know. Alexander Gleason.
It'll be on the
you-
test.
It'll be on the test later. While historically significant as a unique cartographic projection, cartographic, not cardio. Maybe it's got some heart in it. Who knows?
There you go.
Oh, you got it?
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
And here's Gleason map.
Right here. June solstice, June 21st. That's where
And yeah, and the
sun is.
figures just June and December. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I got it here too.
So that explains. Could you do you know a little synopsis of that, Will? The June.
this is explaining
How
the
it
summer
works?
solstice and the reason why it gets warmer in the summer, colder in the winter. This is
It says
exactly
just below what it is.
and then here's the December one right here. Sun moves around the Tropic of Capricorn and during the day lights up the southern portion of the Earth from the Arctic Circle and some portion of Antarctic ice. There is no sunlight beyond 80 degrees south, but unknown unknown regions of ice on the 13th or 3rd. I
The
can't read this.
23rd.
right
It looks
there.
like.
Yeah, maybe the 20. Well, it's like 13D or 23D.
Yeah, 13.
23rd. No, that's not. I don't know. Whatever date that is, the sun commences his.
It's
That looks like his.
it's from Monty Python.
No, that says his.
No.
Northward.
His.
Apparently, they've gender assumed the sun.
Hmm.
Northward
Interesting.
journey again, returning to his. Yes, that's his. It says it again. Starting place, and thus completes his seasons. I didn't
It
know
could
they
be.
actually gave it a
That
name.
could be like demonic stuff right there. That his because the sun god, all that stuff. Who knows? They just sneak it in there.
That's right. That's what they believed back then. You're not wrong.
But they give you the
But then they
distance.
later understood differences.
No,
Like
Does this map have explain the equator? No.
yeah.
Now, when those countries were at different sizes on those maps, primarily printed through Gleason, it was actually to show the spread of which countries had Christianity in it. So the ones that were larger in scale was the spread of Christianity throughout the Gleason map.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
talking about the old lady with the mercantor map.
Yeah, she had all of
Mercantor.
them in it.
Which is the flat
Mercantor.
map. She's pointing and she's like, look at Green Iceland. It's
Yeah,
way smaller than it should be, or way big. It should be like the size of Africa, basically, or the revert, or like the size of Australia. It's way shrunk, or it's like not the right
proportion.
Nixter says, what about Earth 2.0, the planet Kepler 452b? They found it, took photos, and showed it to be round exoplanet.
So, hey, hold on.
Mhm.
Uh,
I knew that was going to happen.
dogs get
That's hilarious.
crazy. There's so much. Either way, you could find. I guess there's something I remember taking a statistics class in Tri-C, and you could find statistics for whatever you want. So you could find whatever information for whatever cause, and there's so much of out there.
What was it?
Did
What
you
was
settle the fight? Did you de-escalate?
Buford and Johnny keep fighting over the toys.
You
So
gotta get more toys.
it's
got enough
Johnny's
toys?
a visitor here, so he's only
Oh,
staying
okay.
a while. So they've been alpha fighting back and forth over who gets the toys and who doesn't, and who's top dog and all that. Yeah, the
What do you got
mercant.
for the Kepler?
Oh, so everything that is coming from NASA, it's all CGI rendered. The guy who does it came out and agreed and confessed. Yes, I do all the CGI imaging for all the planets that they tell me to do. All the stuff from the blue marble, which is what they call us sitting on, right?
Is he still among the living?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, not for long.
I'm glad you brought that up, because even the late director of the space back in the 60s, his tomb, or not tomb, but his grave marking has the passage engraved on it that talk about the firmament. It says that God put a firmament on the earth. When he died, he had that put on his tombstone.
That's
the guy who
Tassie Tiger.
Braun.
Von
Braun. The Nazi that they brought over after the world. Von Braun. He made the rocket.
Yeah.
But he even put on his grave marker, if he was the one I'm talking about, I think that's him, put Psalm 19:1 or something like that, Psalms 19, which says that the firmament exists. Because
Werner
he
von
probably
Braun
realized he needed to repent and stop lying to the people. What better way to do that, even after death, than to put it on your grave marker?
So Tassie Tiger says, Gleason didn't create the AE map, gentlemen. His map was for school children to help them understand time zone.
Interesting. We'll have to look into it. We'll have to dig deep into it.
And what
I have this Elon Musk, I think, on the Joe Rogan show talking about a little bit here. Okay. And this is from a TikToker. I can't see their name because the watermark is over.
Ever touched down on the moon?
Definitely got to turn that one up.
Is all allegedly.
You're gonna have to start it over and crank it up.
We still haven't visited. We haven't physically ever touched down on the moon. What we've been told is all allegedly a lie. Even outer space, we still haven't visited, as there's a invisible barrier surrounding our globe, and they call it the firmament. And apparently,
listening to this again, I think this is just like an AI dubbed It doesn't sound like it doesn't have his.
This
correct
is edited. This is
Yeah.
definitely edited. This is
sure.
created to
Well,
just
forget that. Strike it from the record.
Okay, so
Stricken.
let me tag on to
Because
that.
what he's about to say, I watched that episode, and what he was saying is that this is what people are saying, and then he's about to say, but I have personally, like sent missions, and I'm in charge of people that go and do these things all the time. So
Yeah.
if you watch the full episode, you'll get the whole story. Somebody
it sounded
edited
like
it to make it very
used as
compelling
AI
on their
voice.
side of the story. Yeah, it
70
happens.
says,
What,
so
what
when a
was the
random
comment?
person live streams from a telescope of a round planet, that's CGI.
Say that again.
It says, so when a random person live streams from a telescope of a round planet, that's CGI.
How do they know a round is a circle? Are they
Well,
talking?
they answer the question.
They don't know.
Are they? Is
Here.
it CGI?
It's a sphere, or it's just a circle. It's not spherical because they can't prove that it's a sphere. They can only show a round like this. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong direction. So hold on.
I think they can't tell that it's a sphere. They get to see a round cutout like a shadow.
Is this a sphere or is this just a circle?
It looks like a coin. So I would say,
is it
flat.
round in shape? It's not 100% like pure round, like perfect circle. But is it a round? Is it a sphere or is it is it just a circle?
It looks like a circle.
Okay. Would you believe that the other half is dome shaped?
Is that an egg?
No, just dome on one side, flat on the other. You can't see the other side. You can't see it. You can only see what's facing you.
So I think maybe the question, I think they wouldn't need to use CGI because you only could see a flat image anyway.
Yeah, so
you don't know what
round like this. That is round. Anything that curves all the way back to itself or just curves is round. But
so how do you explain one picture has Africa on it, the other one has US on it, or Europe on it, and the next time they take it, it has the US on it?
Did you happen? Are you talking about the supposed pictures of Earth?
Well,
Like
in your theory of you're only seeing the top of it when they show that random person that's taken it on CGI. So now you've already established that it's not CGI, but you can't tell. You've established that it's round and you don't know if it's spherical. Well, when they take the next picture and it now shows a different landscape, how do you explain that?
Are you talking about Earth?
Dave.
Yes, we were talking about Earth the whole time.
Hold on, I want to hear. Dave's been a little quiet here. I want to see what Dave is thinking about this whole conversation. Where are you at, Dave? Tune in.
About what?
Well, about the comments, the flat Earth, the firmament, the everything that's been presented so far.
The last 38 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of coincidences that will lead you to speculate down any road when things are being given to you from a program that was developed by the same government that wants to say the Kennedy assassination was a psyop. So when you talk about NASA and things like that, you do kind of have it with that second gesture of, are we getting truth or are we getting just told what we should be told and look the other way? So there is some of that there too. So I do kind of see that. And then, when it comes to like proof, they looked for when they returned from the first mission from the moon, they asked like, how did we get there? Explain that. Everything that they came up with is gone. They have no record. They have no idea how they went to the moon. NASA does not have their original records. That's the actual truth. They don't know what happened to them. They can't explain how they got to the moon. So then that leads you to wonder, what do they say? What are they saying is true or not?
Yeah.
I sent you an image, 2 images of what I mean by the CGI images of Earth.
You sent who?
Shared screen.
Yeah, you want me to show your screen?
Yeah. See, this is daytime, right? This is supposed during the day when the day is when this part of the world is facing the sun. I don't know if you've ever looked up at the clouds within your lifetime, but I'm gonna guess yes. Because if you watch the clouds, they move quickly, right? They dissipate, they appear, they kind of like manifest out of nowhere, and then they disappear, and then they move, and then you can look up and watch them move at like incredible speeds. Here's the same view at dark time.
That is called night. Yeah.
Look at those clouds.
They're different because
look at them again. Look right here. Look again. Same thing.
okay.
Look here. Right?
Oh yeah.
Where's this?
Changed.
Who is this? What site is this?
This is them.
This is
Who's
on Reddit.
them?
NASA.
Yeah, this is on Reddit. It's on Reddit. It's not on NASA.
Came from NASA. These are NASA.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
It doesn't show that anywhere.
No, this is where I got them, but I've seen them.
You can go on NASA and find.
Yeah, you'd have to do that to be factual right now and say it.
This is only one example. Yeah. Okay, I'm just showing you something that NASA has produced is this kind of like ridiculousness that people just eat up because they don't look close enough.
So NASA lies, but Reddit doesn't. Is that what we're understanding?
I've seen
Reddit. I think
anyone can lie.
I tell you, yeah. I just grabbed the first thing that showed this image because I remember this image.
Show it back.
All right.
There's nothing to do about
Reddit.
I don't like Reddit, honestly.
I want to show. Let's move on to mine, and this is we talked about.
Here's the
moon. So, did you guys, when the eclipse came around, did you see the flat Earth eclipse? Go ahead and show it, because I missed it. I saw the round Earth eclipse. So, how is this? Why isn't this what happens?
Because
when the sun gets behind this flat area, you know, that's what happens, isn't it? Isn't that what
we're floating? We're
floating every which way. So sometimes it would look like this, sometimes it would look like this.
No.
Or always. So it's just disproving. You just got to disbelieve what you're seeing most of the time. And that's what
I'm gonna show you.
No, you know how you said that line? We're just hanging out under here.
Hold on. I'm going to share one more image of flat Earth.
Or because the firmament is so dense, that's what we're looking at. That dome part, if you bring mine up again, that dome part really is that's the firmament. That's the actual, like under here, that's the flat part. Like it goes that way. And then it just floats over and then.
Yeah.
And then the backwards, you know, if we go solar eclipse. So, but are we to understand that the moon is a sphere, though?
A moon.
Or do we only get to see?
We could see the moon as an image.
So now I ask that too. If I didn't save it, I guess. But, so I did write it down though. So if the moon is the moon spherical,
we don't know.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. Oh, okay. We don't know.
Never been there.
I guess we don't know, right? What does it appear? Does it appear spherical?
Circular.
Are we circular, spherical?
Circle, and it gives off its own light.
So all the rest, all the planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and even Pluto, a dwarf planet. Those are all
Pluto's still a planet.
The same thing. They're circles. They're flat things. We don't know.
Yeah, because we cannot go there. We can't see them. But if you look through a telescope at any star or anything that gives off light past the firmament, it shows it like you would look at the sun rays coming down to the bottom of a pool. You know how they go blah, 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 blah. You can't see what I'm doing with all this.
Let's see what's happening there.
She said it's forced perspective. This image is taken tens of thousands of miles away. Think about how slowly storms move along the earth. Clouds look like they're moving much faster because they're closer. And then she commented again. And
that's
depending
not how that works.
On what season the picture was taken, day time could be extremely short, like a winter day versus summer day. Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna give me a second here.
That's a logical explanation.
I want you to understand where everybody thinks this is what they're thinking of. Stars outside of the firmament, which would be this. This is the idea that people think of when they think of flat Earth. That's not what we're taught. That's not what any flat earther believes in. This is not it. But this is what everybody thinks of. A sun outside of it, the stars outside of it and space outside of it.
The moon?
No,
What is the moon?
not all of that is closer to this. With that, it doesn't exist. How about actually this one is, get rid of this. There's nothing outside of this. Everything is inside. So whatever you've been thinking about with this, get that out of your head because that's not it.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
closest thing because we can't go to the moon, right? We haven't been there. They magically lost the papers or the thing to get there. The sun is a lot closer than people think it is.
93 million miles.
I'm going to give you an example. Look up. Actually, I'll look it up because
What happened?
it's easier. Have you ever heard of crepusculus rays?
No.
I got it there. I don't know how to spell it, but
Let's while you're doing that,
There it
I
is.
got it. Go ahead. What do you got? You got it already?
mhm.
Please, please.
So this would be. Oh wow.
Oh, no, I was doing this. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Never mind the man behind the curtain. You want me to look up the other thing?
All right, hold on. Let me share this with you. All right, so here is crepusculus rays.
Your show Will's. You got mine up.
Oh. What am I doing? I'm losing everything.
This is how you can prove that the sun is not 93 million miles away. This is just one image. See how this goes like we're going to say 20 degrees to the left.
Yeah.
And then this one here is about, maybe we'll say 15 degrees or 18 degrees. And then about right here, it's straight up and down.
Yeah.
Right? Way over here, look at this one. Light is going this way. Notice there's one light source up here somewhere, but there's rays coming down in many different angles. That only happens when the light source is pretty close. And if you want, I can pull up the video that shows you how to test crepusculus versus where the light source is close versus far away. If it was 93 miles away, we wouldn't have sun rays like that. They would all be straight up and down.
We need to test for crepusculus. I believe it. We need to see this.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's see the test. And couldn't the clouds create angles like this? You have the central light sports, but clouds
Well,
or water
going through
vapor going through it could
No, the
deflect
clouds
the
are-
light rays.
So the
Oh,
clouds
rainbows.
proof. The
I
clouds
was going to
make
ask about rainbows.
And when I get
Does
the video,
everybody see the rainbow? Then,
Hold on.
when a rainbow pops up, everybody on the planet sees it.
actually,
Does everybody
I'm
on the
glad you
planet
brought that
see it?
up. I'm going to bring
They
up some
must.
info on that one. Hold on a second while I find this.
Maybe. I mean, the rainbow is curved. How about that?
Why is the rainbow curved?
That is a good question. Like it is because it's got to go into the pot of gold. Duh.
Because
Something
the
about crepusculus
firmament
rays, I'm not
is
would
curved.
imagine.
The only thing that's curved really is the firmament. I think I'm understanding now.
Hold on.
Hold on. Here, I got a video we'll play real quick about
Yes.
supposedly a guy crashing into it.
Oh, my face.
This is true.
Another
Seeker.
TikTok.
Yeah, that's it. They're easy to get.
The only place you can find stuff. Oh, yeah. Looks like he's flying up inverted and he's about to go just into water.
Oh my God, it's
But then the video ends. Because,
Yeah.
And then, who found the footage? Seems fake.
Well,
I think that's AI.
my God.
That
That's
could be.
AI. Fake news.
Well, it
Fake
could be like
news.
you said. It's a flipped camera.
Flipped image and it's a drone.
Gotta be fake.
Drone footage. If it is real, it's doctored. Well, that's what you're saying about everything else. It's a lie. They lied. It's fake. Those are fake. Those aren't images. Those are CGI.
I'm
Then
saying
when
it's
I say it,
backup of they're
I'm
known
saying-
for lying.
using your argument,
No, I'm saying it because I have the backup of they're known for lying. So I
They are
have that
known for
backup.
lying.
You don't have. Is this
people are known for lying.
Is this
We
known
can-
for lying? No. This
People
is
are known.
100% true.
Settle down now.
today.
People are known for lying. And I'm not saying something you don't already know. People lie. People create videos. That TikTok with Elon Musk, they edit it and put it together in a way that's a lie. That equals a lie. Just like I agree, the government lies. We can't
Dave, what do you
make
think about that
evidence
last video?
against lies.
You think it's somebody crashing into the top? Or is it somebody they just switched and are going into water?
Yeah, it does look inverted.
Play it
I
again.
could see I could see that being more water.
Oh, you want me to play it again?
Play the very end.
No, we can't. We lost the footage.
Yeah.
It's deleted.
All right, let's skip ahead here. He's right there.
It looks like
it
a
looks
good
like-
camera shake that they then cut the footage. Like, let me do this and cut
That
it.
looks like water.
It looks like water.
It does sort of look like water. All right, we have a gamer. I don't want to mispronounce the Matali Gamer. Really enjoying your stream. Would love to squad up sometime and support the channel. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And we got the gamer again. Yo, man, hit me up on Discord. Zenith. I like it. Old school television.
We do have that line. Is that working?
I think so.
You can open the lines. You want to open the lines?
Let's keep going
Have
here.
some questions.
Once we get to
Dave, do you have any questions about like for or against?
What do you got? What are you thinking again?
Well, I can't really make a discernment, Matt, because I don't know the corpusculous rays yet.
Oh, that's right. The test. Let's see the test for the corpusculous. Now, is this a scientific?
What's it called?
Or is it like a? I don't mean to be like. Is it a flat Earth test? Is this like a test like that you can repeat and get the same result?
You can repeat it over and over and over.
Okay, it's not like I put this piece of foil next to this string and I did a backflip and it worked or something.
How do you spell this thing?
I have no idea.
Is it C or K?
Is it Will? C or K? Will?
I'm looking. You hold your horses. Somehow I got on nothing even close.
All right. We'll do a little bit of flat Earth, Neil, or we'll do a proving the curve here a little bit.
Earth is not flat. Okay. Do you have tall buildings where you are? If you do, and a sight line to the horizon, positions people from the ground floor up to the top floor and have someone hanging out in the roof. And all you have to do is, at a sunset, when you have a clear view to the western horizon, have each person looking out the window, when they see the sunset below the horizon, have them raise their hand or shout out. And you will see one by one, in sequence, each person raise their hand until the person does so from the roof. That tells you that the sun is disappearing behind a curved surface. And if Earth were flat, when the sun set below that edge, everyone would raise their hands simultaneously. Or you could look at photos from NASA.
Go to the beginning of it. I missed it because I was looking through all these. I'm getting. It's like YouTube doesn't want to stay on my search. He wants to jump around and give me other things I've watched.
If you want to prove it, you have a tall building in your city with a sight of the horizon. Put somebody on the roof and floors down and watch the sunset and have them raise their hand when it goes under. But one by one, they'll say it goes, meaning that the sun is going around, down
over a curve, because from the highest vantage point, you would see it longer, and at the lowest vantage point, it would disappear sooner on a curved surface. Crepuscular, crepuscular rays, and I have an image up, and then I can go, and then these are the rays, and then what I could type in test, or what do you want?
I found it.
Oh, you got it?
I got it up already. What do you want?
I
Test?
found the test. I was trying to show that's repeatable.
Yeah, because that's like the scientific method.
Yes, you have to be able to duplicate your results.
Do you have it up now, Will?
I should be sharing to you.
Oh
I don't
man.
know what's going on. But see the side little here?
Yeah.
All that I don't know why it's there, but it's there. All this weird stuff that I don't know why it's.
Oh, that's your
So this would be
Okay.
if the light source was really far away, like way above.
yeah.
And this is if the light source is close. Because if it's close, it's throwing light through the holes from the light source. If it's right here, you can't, dang it, I was going to use my hands. You can't see it. It would throw light rays down
Yeah.
in every,
We can see the
through
two
holes
images.
in a straight line from the source. But if you're far away, the light can only go one way, which is why this guy's holding it like literally in the sunlight, which the sun is much farther than what he used here, which would be a light bulb. And this is what you're going to get. Crepusculus with a close light source. This is what you get with a far light source. We should be getting this through the clouds. We don't. We get this. That's very easy to test. The video I saw was
like I said, can clouds refract the light to send it out that way?
What's that?
Can clouds, being that they're water vapor and crystals and stuff like that up in there, can they refract the light
If
to
they
make it so?
refract light, it's called a rainbow. You'd see a rainbow.
That's very
where
true.
you get a rainbow from the light going through the mist in the clouds. But you know, you only get a rainbow from a curved surface above it. Why is the bananas in China existing over 5,000 years? What?
Yeah. China existing for over 5,000 years disproved Noah's flood.
Sure. Even though they just confirmed it.
No, not that they found an ark, that the flood, it flooded the earth. Well, maybe they meant it flooded that area.
No.
Yeah.
They proved that too.
In term up for
do you know what the oldest living organism on the planet is right now?
A tree.
Mm-hmm. How old is it?
A tree.
I remember.
How old is it?
A tree.
How old is that tree?
Well, I guess they can't. They carbon dated it.
They don't really know because it's science. We can't believe the science anymore. We've proven that on this podcast earlier on.
So we have.
They want you to believe that it's old.
Well,
like
how old
millions of years?
No, not even close. 4,300 years. That's it. And it would make sense because what happened 4,400 years ago? Everything flooded.
You went underwater?
Everybody did. Everybody that was alive then, except for Noah and his 7 passengers.
Why would the tree die?
All things died.
Why?
400 years ago. But it wasn't that. We don't know how
they
long.
Have nothing carbon dated older than 44. They have nothing dated scientifically older than 4,400 years old.
There's nothing living.
So China is older than the oldest tree.
No. Yep. Oh my God.
This one, the oldest.
It is
tree.
Scientifically. I mean, you can not believe it if you don't want to, but
the world is 6,000 years old, roughly. That's it. Just because they think it's old, because it looks old, doesn't mean it's old. Adam was made out of dust as a full-grown man. Poof, there he is, fully mature. Didn't have to go through puberty. He was already there.
The term is womb. Right? There it is.
Just because you see something that looks old doesn't mean it's old. They've proven that carbon dating is inconclusive at best. They've tried it on a woolly mammoth, right, which we know existed. The stomach contents said it was 20,000 years old, and the skin or the bone said it was 20,000, and the skin said it was 40,000. How does that even make sense?
Everything dies at some time. Nothing is eternal.
And there's a guy named Hovind. He does a video on YouTube. It's called "Where Does God Come From?" He answers it perfectly. Quentin, I know you watched this video because I sent it to you directly. He debates atheists about they ask him, where does God come from?
And
Is
he,
that the
Yeah,
gentleman in the
without
red
time,
coat?
space, or it's the one
Yeah.
talking about time, space, or
It's not
That
about
is
his
an excellent
answer.
video.
It's what he does to debunk the fact that Earth is not millions of years old. It's his scientific evidence that proves it's not scientific. And the biggest one is what comes from the sun is an isotope or radioactive isotope that takes it's like, oh God, 5,000 or 15, it's like 5,000 half-life, 5,000 year half-life or whatever it is, to reach equilibrium, meaning whatever has hit the earth, there's the same amount that is decaying or that is gone, that is leaving, decaying, whatever half-life means, the same amount is coming in. It's like pouring into this bottle, but putting a hole in it the same size of the amount I'm pouring in. It'll never raise, it'll never be empty. It'll just stay that same level. That's equilibrium, right? We haven't hit that. The half-life is, it's somewhere around 15,000 years to reach that. We haven't hit that yet because the Earth isn't 15,000 years. If it was millions of years, we'd be at equilibrium hundreds of thousands of times over, but we're not. And it's coming from the sun. Like, it's proven. I forget the name of it, but the guy Hovind plays the video or explains it. He also
I have
explains the layers, that scientific column crap, that how evolution is also just BS. If just the evolution of man, there's the ape, 7 or however many evolution versions before it hit man, standing upright and walking with a club in our hand or whatever. Where are the in-betweens? There's nothing in between. We have of no evolution chart. Do we have any of the in-betweens? We only have what we have, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's only bones of either ape or man. Nothing in between. No half man, half ape, none of that. That's it. So evolution.
yeah, if we believe in that.
A fish from a dog. We've never gotten a dog from a fish. A dog will only reproduce and make dogs. Kauai had 6 dogs, 6 puppies. None were fish, none were cats.
The suggestion it's billions of years old because those kinds of changes from a fish to a dog, it
takes a long time.
It takes a long time, but how long? Speaking of, how long is it just hanging out on the coast before it gets legs? It's half in, like it does. There's some weirdness to it.
There's no
I would
bones.
say that.
There's no evidence of any of the in between. There would be if there was. Like, if there would be evidence if there was any in between evolutions. There we would have physical
Some
evidence,
archaeological finds, yeah.
which we don't.
Here, bring this up real quick because we talked about the oldest thing.
Nixter, Greg does. Energy doesn't die; it changes from form to form,
from one form to another.
Yeah,
that's right.
And Greg, tell him the hour theory.
Hour theory.
But what do you want me to pull up?
Yeah, before I go into that, here the oldest living things on Earth range from single trees to sprawling underground to colonies of microorganisms. You can bring up my screen so we can read along. Depending on how you define life, right? Individual non-clonal organism, the Great Basin of bristlecone pine named Methacelia in California's White Mountains is the oldest known individual. Over 4,500, that's more than 4,400. And then colonial colony, a massive colony of quaking aspens in Utah known as Pando is estimated to be 80,000 years old. A colonial of Posidonia oceanica seagrass in the Mediterranean Sea, because I asked about the tree. I thought it was a tree, but I guess that's over 200,000 years old, BBC. Microorganisms, dormant bacteria revived from Siberian permafrost is estimated to have been alive for 400,000 to 600,000. Animals, Antarctic glass sponge are thought to be the oldest living animals, which estimated lifespans of 10,000 to 15,000 years old.
Wow.
these are all estimations, and
And so is yours. So
Yeah,
we're okay. We're okay with estimations.
Yeah.
So, did you know that you can't go off of tree rings?
Did you
I didn't know
know?
that.
Did you know
Why
that?
not? Yeah, I heard.
They grow
That
different
is.
speeds in different seasons. It depends on what's going on during the season. Will depend on how many rings you get. It used
Yeah,
to be
because if it's
the
good,
idea
plentiful
was
season, it'll
for
grow
every
much
ring was
faster.
one full calendar
A lot
year.
of rain.
And did you know the sapling can be found in the center of all the rings? The original sapling can be found inside that tree.
Yeah.
Interesting. Dave, you got
Oh,
something
hold
on
on.
your mind. I see it on your face. What is it?
What happened?
No, I just sitting back, just collecting.
I see you collecting. All right.
Rick commented, when I eat beans, it does turn into another form of energy. I laughed at that.
That was good.
No, I don't really have much. I'm just
Just
collecting
taking
right
it
now.
all in. Well, what do you think? I mean, you've said it before. Like, there's a lot of stuff this way and that way. Like, what?
I got one
got-
for you.
You got
I want to
something
have a
coming?
cookout this weekend. I want everybody to come over, and I want each of you to bring me a gallon of propane, but leave the container. Just bring me the gas. I don't like containers. Can you do that for me?
What do you mean? So
Bring me
you
a
don't want
gallon
me?
of propane, but no container. Just bring me the gas. I don't like containers. I just want the gas. Can you bring that to me, please? The
No, I
answer is
cannot.
no. Physics won't allow you unless you put it in a container, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the sun supposedly made of? Two things.
Gases.
Main two things. Two gases, right? Hydrogen, oxygen. First off, can you look at burning hydrogen?
I don't know. I never tried.
Yes, it burns orange. Not even that bright, right? Can you look at a campfire?
Yeah.
Yeah, for hours, right? Poking it with a stick, whatever. No problem. Your eyes don't burn. Can you look at the sun? No, not for very long because it burns the hell out of your eyes, right? If I held my
Same as arc welding.
No, hold on. If I
No,
brought
same as
this
arc
Very
welding.
true.
right? If I went like this, that light hurts to look at it for too long. So what the heck is the sun made of? Because it ain't hydrogen and oxygen, because you can watch those burn all day.
But this
Right?
is like
Hold on.
humongous amounts of it.
It's the same
Yeah.
color. But what comes out of the sun is white light, not orange. Oxygen and hydrogen gives off an orange hue, but then on top of that, they're two gases in an absolute vacuum of space. And then people say, "Oh, well, it's just the gravity holds it. It's so
Uh,
massive.
I
Gravity can't hold a gas. Because if it could, helium wouldn't take a balloon and go up." And that's another thing. Add the fact that there's no proven gravity. They just say it. Well, the mass of the planet being a round ball and spinning and hot iron in the center. That's not there. There's no such thing. And I trust me, I wish I was wrong sometimes. I've tried
So
to
what
debunk
happens when you
that.
drop something? How does that work?
What?
What happens when you drop something? How does that work?
Density. Straight up. As dumb as it sounds, this is more dense than air, right? So
Just like it's stuff
the
in
bottom of air,
a
air
cup
goes
of
down.
water.
Water and oil. Which one is heavier in a cup?
I don't know.
Same
I
cup,
don't.
same amount of fluid.
Well, the oil floats on the water.
No,
I mean, we know
Which
that,
one
yeah.
weighs more.
I don't know. Fucking the
Oil
water.
is heavier than water weighed separately, but it's less dense. When you pour it in water, it floats at the top. That's density and buoyancy, right? Those two you can test all day long. You cannot test gravity. You can't test for it. There's
It
no
is
way
technically
to
still a
prove it.
theory, I believe.
Oh, dang it. I wish Dan could come on because he proved like this stuff. He had to do it in school and he had a thing.
So I saw a test where they had this metal thing sitting on a scale, kind of like this one. It goes to grams, right? Point. Hold on, I'll tell you how low it goes. It's pretty. It's pretty.
What weighs more, a ton of feathers or a ton of bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep with
Bull,
it. I'm
bullshit
gonna go with
is
a ton of bullshit. Is heavier. Oh. Well,
that's funny.
That was a good one.
So
What Steph wanted me to, while you're looking, let me say
I'm
this
just waiting for
before
you
we
to
get
step
too
up
far
that.
away.
It's doing.
That's all right. Hold on. So Steph mentioned the hour theory, and that is in the history of the world. If you the explanation is that the history of the earth is 1 hour. If you did it that way, 1 hour. Now, in that 1 hour, people have existed in only 1 minute of that. In the total existence of the earth,
Yeah.
you have 1 hour. People only existed in 1 minute. And we only have recorded evidence of anything for 1 second. So, of all that time going on, you only have 1 second. And of course, expand that out to the however many million, thousands of years, whatever we are, you want to say it is. We only have a second of that full time that we've recorded any data going back to cavemen carving into the stone. So there's a lot we don't have, a lot we don't know. And we talked about this too, like the Church of Alexandria burning and losing a lot of evidence of the past.
So why is
the history is very, hold on. The history is very esoteric or very an enigma of what really happened or what we know. So as William is explaining his things and I'm saying what I am saying, it's all based on beliefs. And you gravitate towards a book, like you held up the Bible. Here's a place that I want to put my faith and belief into. Or others will look at images and believe in science. And so there's 59 seconds if you go by, or 59 minutes.
I'm not putting my faith in just the Bible.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, there's 59 seconds, and yeah, I get it.
I'm not putting my faith about the Earth being flat in just the Bible. I'm going off of actual evidence, scientific evidence that proves it.
Yeah, same.
That proves.
Yeah. And things that I'm saying are proving. You could believe or disbelieve, and you can argue or not argue, and that's the meaning of this whole podcast. Right, Dave? He was talking outside. I was trying to bring up a video of proving gravity. The Cavendish experiment. That's 15 minutes long. I don't want a 15-minute video. Here we go. Here's one in the last time. I'm going to play this over here. Real quick.
Is Christianity for me? He says sounds made up. Yeah, it's there. This is the question I want to ask the group, and when he gets back, so if it's all made up, right? Let's just say the flat Earth, of all the science, all that stuff, how long we've been here, it's all made up. Let's just say it's biblically true. Then what is the purpose for that deception?
Am I tagging in on this one? I just heard it.
For
first, Dave.
Dave. Yes, Dave. What is the purpose? If it's all made up and it's flat and it's biblical, what's the purpose of the lie?
Well, I mean, it's how does a lie start, right?
How does lie
start?
It starts
really small. No, how does a lie start?
Oh yeah.
And how does a liar build onto that to get many people to believe this lie? So when you go back to the earliest of a lie and how you can get many people to follow, I believe it's used as a form of control. The more people go along with what is being told and what is given, the easier it is for me to go do whatever it is that I so choose to go do, because you're living it your way and you're believing it your way. And you already done it, and your grandfather did it, and their grandfathers did it, and it's been sowed and lied to way beyond like us breaking through that little barrier of relevance of saying maybe this is a lie and this is the truth of it and we found it. But it's been contrived so far back that is like, you have to change society in a whole. Like everybody at the same time would have to come to that cognitive agreement at the same time to go, yeah, it's a lie, I don't believe any of that, to either change that. Because one person ain't going to go, I'm going to change this, and then tomorrow it's just exactly a lie. No, that's not how that works. So I believe it's used for control, for sure. There is some type of control that is being used with that deception. Make you question whatever it is that you have going through your day. You work, you go to school, you stay at home, you do all the things in your life that you know and truly know how to do. But that's what you think that your life is supposed to be. Because this has been built way before we existed. And that minute that was given into you, they knew was coming, and they planned for that, and we are arriving on the time scale that they already had planned.
Titanic. What was that about the Titanic? Yeah,
It was the inside
that's a
job.
good point, Dave.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead, Gregory. What do you think? What is
I think it's control.
I wanted to say that to piggyback off Dave, which I often do in these. We're not closing arguments yet, but I want to piggyback off of Dave and say that I had brought this up beforehand. So this is what it says: the Earth was first proven to be round by ancient Greek philosophers over 2,000 years ago. So to piggyback, it's been going on for a while. The Pythagoras proposed the idea around the 5th century BC. Aristotle firmly established it in the 4th century BC, and Eratosthenes and whatever calculated its circumference with remarkable precision in the 3rd century. Greek scholars grounded their discovery on 3 primary observations: lunar eclipses. During these events, the Earth cast a curved shadow on the moon, which only a spherical object can do. Ships on the horizon. Ships disappear hull first as they sail away, indicating they are going over a physical curve. Constellation. Travelers moving north or south see different stars rise and set, proving the ground beneath them is curved. So it's been going on for, thousands of years that they went from believing a flat Earth to going, hold on a sec. And we all know, like, the Columbus story, right? That was what he set out to do, was show that we're on a curved surface. Although he hit something he didn't know was there because they hadn't traveled out that far yet.
I thought it was Magellan was the first to circumnavigate.
Oh, maybe fully, but Columbus was going to prove the theories, so he set out first, and then
that's supposedly why he called it the Indians, because he thought it was India, because he went all the way around.
Oh, remember that? Remember that's not why. Indios, and George Carlin explains, no, because it was people of the land,
indigenous, yeah,
Indios, meaning of the land, and he spoke poor Spanish, so he used that word to describe the people of God, people of the earth or the land. And that's why they were called Indians or Indios, actually. And then somebody else was like, oh, it was just an easy thing to say to kids.
Yeah.
But that was a different.
Okay.
All right. Well, what do you think about why the deception? If it's a real flat Earth, we're living in the firmament, why the deception?
So I know which Greek thing he's talking about. It's the 2 shadows, which is easy to debunk, because if you just put one over here and one way over here, and one underneath the sun and one further away, you're going to have one not casting shadow and one casting shadow.
Casting a larger shadow.
A shadow. If you put it directly under the sun and the sun's aiming straight down, it can't cast a shadow because it's aiming straight down on it. The other one further away is going to have a shadow that's angled, which is how they use sundials. So that is the test that was brought up to figure out the 24 point whatever the supposed curve of the Earth was supposed to be. But this boats going over the horizon crap, they debunked that with a Nikon P1000, which I got a video.
Why would they? What is the purpose of the deception?
Yeah, that's what the question is.
I'm going off of what he just said real quick. The Nikon P1000 was discontinued because it's been showing too much information by zooming in more than a couple miles. I'm talking 12 to 15 miles where you shouldn't see a boat. You can see a boat. If water curves around a surface, which it doesn't, you wouldn't see a boat. it would just be gone. No, what you're doing is your eyes can't see through that much atmosphere, but a camera can, because it can zoom through it and go all the way in. Hence, like sniper rifles. How do you see a person a mile away without a scope? You can't. Especially if you're trying to pick them off, you need a magnifying lens. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of atmosphere you have to look through, a lot of air. Well, what floats around in air? Crap. Really microscopic dust. You can't see after 5, like so far out. It's perspective at that point. Why? It's all control. Take away God. Who do you listen to? The government. Why not? They just, it's the name government. Govern. Well, since we're just random specks of dust floating around in space at devilish numbers, 666,000 miles, 666 repeated on every planet's orbit and everything.
There's a lot
all you have to do is break it down. And you take God out of the equation. Well, who better to take God out of the equation?
Yeah. Well, I share your why the deception, to take God out of everything. Everything, because if this is this is Satan's playground, and God is the only thing that can fight Satan, I'm going to take him out. He doesn't exist. He doesn't this. This was evolution. This was created by, flying space rocks.
Did you know there's 200 craters in the Earth? Large craters.
The Gulf of Mexico.
There's no meteor.
One of them.
No meteors found. Just big honking craters, randomly all over the Earth. Do you know how many angels fell from heaven according to the Bible?
It's a third, and it was something like, it's like 1433 or something like that.
Oh, 200.
Oh, 200?
200.
I didn't know that.
Cast
I
out
thought it
of
was
heaven.
more. It was whatever the third, yeah.
That's kind of, and where would they hit? Well, the firmament between us and the firmament is heaven. There's actually 7 levels, which I'm sure you know the phrase seventh heaven. If I'm not mistaken,
is with the God, yeah.
Right? There's 7 levels of heaven. The first one is up to the firmament, the sky. That's the first level. Right above that is where the angels sit, which is what we see as stars. Angels, if you look in the biblical description, they give off light. What was Lucifer's last name?
Well, Lucifer was his name.
No,
Morning
his
Star,
last
wasn't it?
name. Morning
I
Star.
didn't know he had a last name. Morning Star. I just thought it was one of his nicknames.
And he was the most beautiful. Well, what would be very beautiful? A brighter light. And what is God known to be? A huge light.
So they're fixed and stuck there? Because those constellations don't change shape.
So there are stars
reconfigure themselves.
There are little lights, according to the Bible, and that are inside the dome, right? And they circle us. We don't circle. That's why the polar star doesn't move. And if we were
polar star or the North Star,
the polar star, the North Pole star, pole star, I guess is another term for it.
Never heard of it.
The North Star doesn't move; it's fixed, and everything else.
Yeah,
right.
Good.
That's not us moving; that's the stars. And that's the other thing. If we were moving,
but then again, I'm saying the stars are angels, and they circle around us.
Inside or not, they're little lights. The ones outside the firmament are.
That's what stars are, though.
He said they would appear like stars to us. I guess there's stuff in the firmament that,
and so.
Stars.
Let me find it.
And I'm asking, do they appear and disappear? And if the stars are angels, that's what he said originally. If the stars are angels, then they're just fixed into Sagittarius and Leo and Aries and the Orion, because those stay the same no matter when, different times of the year they go below the horizon and disappear and show up, but they're always there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, we live in a terrarium.
Okay, so that too, if you get on, which we can do this, and they've done it, and people have done it, is record at the same time with somebody on the other side of the globe So Australia or somewhere else, South Korea, and they record the sky at the same time I'm recording the sky, and we get on a podcast like this and stream it at the same time. Why is our skies different? Why can't we see the same stuff? And it's just spinning around on top of us.
It could be like an
Is it
IMAX
that far
theater.
away?
There's a lot of, it's an IMAX theater.
Yeah.
So the screen is
So
very
it's a lot
big.
of belief is what I'm getting at, is you got to believe in a lot of things to be not proven, just believe.
And I think you do, like you said before, Greg, it's determining what you believe in. Like, because you have to have just as much faith and forthcoming and belief that these scientific facts are true as well. I believe that person to tell me the truth. I believe
this proof is real proof and this proof is false, or vice versa. What proof you believe in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent you a video of somebody zooming in with what they're using. I think it's a Nikon. That's the only thing I can think of.
Where did you send me the video? Did you add a screen?
Yeah.
You share your screen? I don't know which one. Do you share all of them?
No, just one. It says it's a YouTube video. So and it says right here, sorry for the shaky. He's driving around.
I would say that too if I were. I would say that too if I were a liar.
All right, we're gonna watch this, and then we're gonna watch that. I got that clip pulled up for where did God come from, and then we'll go into a wrap up.
That just looks like dust and particles on a camera.
But look at how he zooms into it.
You do that. Yeah,
that's not dust right there. That's way out there giving off its own light.
Mm-hmm.
Now this, where it explodes, kind of looking like, I don't know what's going on other than him zooming real close. But then he backs up again, and then it gets more like whatever.
Yeah, look, it looks like it's pressed up against something on a lens or a glass.
Yeah,
he's filming through a window.
It could be, it could be like, why would it change shape all of a sudden?
But if you look right here, he's on a plane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he is filming through a window.
You just aim up. That's all he did was look up. And
but he's going through a window. So
again, you got to believe. You got to believe what he's showing to be true.
Yeah.
Or he's just like, oh dang, I just zoomed in on a dot outside,
it's
a water droplet.
Yeah.
It's got this,
it could be something
to it. Let me finish. See how it's got this shimmer to it? That is what all stars look like when you look through the ones outside the firmament. They look like shimmering light through water, just like you would through a pool. Look at the bottom of a pool, the light that goes through the bottom to the bottom, how it's got that like the square lines and whatever the waves are doing on top. You can see the light like copying it on the bottom of the pool. That's what you see through a telescope, through the firmament. Any stars outside the firmament, the ones that
how are the constellations fixed? Like you see the Big Dipper, or you don't see the Big Dipper till the winter, or Orion till the winter. Like, why are those fixed?
Those are part of the solstice. As far as I understand, those are part of the solstice, which is inside the firmament. Okay. There's nothing. No, there's like.
The question still is, why are they fixed?
Yeah, is it because it's?
Why is the Earth fixed in its foundation? Because God made it so.
Again,
I guess God made it so. That's
belief. We're back to belief.
When you
no proof, just belief.
Sphere, right? This idea of now it's circular, right? I don't have a sphere, otherwise I'd show you a sphere. So if you're spinning this, now remember
that's the flat Earth, and we're spinning like that.
Yeah, I don't have a thing to spin, but we'll use this since it's rounded in this direction. This is a round ball spinning, and you're on that round ball spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and the faster it spins, the more gravity it produces. That's the idea, that a spinning mass creates gravity. Logic tells you no, it doesn't. It flings everything off, right? Take a ball, put water on it, spin that mother, and it's gone.
Well, even if you have say you have a magnet.
Yeah.
So you have a magnet and you spin it, stuff will fly off.
For display purposes.
We got a globe.
So anyway.
Okay. So what am I doing with this thing?
I gotta spin it. Where is it spinning the fastest?
It would be in the center.
Yeah.
Equator, right?
Yeah.
So if
No, the
same
center.
wall- hold on. Now they say it's not in a perfect circle, but it or sphere. It just needs to be spherical, right? Even if it's a pear.
This does have it on the axis, the correct axis, though.
But look at the top where the pin goes in the top and the pin goes in the bottom. That is going to have the least amount of gravity. Everything would be really light.
I don't know.
You would feel that motion at the equator. You might not feel it at the top or bottom.
People that are attuned do say they feel it.
No.
Yes.
Nobody has ever said they feel the earth moving.
Yes. Well, okay, that's belief
hold
again.
on.
You can believe me or not, I guess.
A ball in your hand doesn't have its own gravitational field, so water couldn't remain on
That's
it.
the argument. Like, of course. And then some people try that Coriolis crap. Oh, it's the Coriolis effect. Well, when you go
we're gonna call it crap.
where the windows are up, all right, Coriolis. Let's start with that. Go in the
Which
back.
way is it spinning, by the way? This way or this way? I don't even know.
I don't know. So the sun sets in the west, whatever. That's the way it's spinning.
And
Let's
then
let's watch this video.
I was going to show you of the Nikon P1000 of how far out it can zoom. Let me go back to that video real quick so you can see.
Well, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go watch this video here, and then we're gonna get into our wrap up.
That boat going over the ocean.
Where did God come from assumes that you're thinking of the wrong, obviously it displays that you're thinking of the wrong God.
Yeah.
Because the God of the Bible is not affected by time, space, or matter. If he's affected by time, space, or matter, he's not God. You cannot have time, space, or matter independently. They have to come into existence simultaneously. The Bible answers that in 10 words. In the beginning, there's time. God created the heaven, there's space, and the earth. There's matter. And the God who created them has to be outside of them. If he's limited by time, he's not God. The God who created this universe is outside of the universe. He's above it, beyond it, in it, through it. He's unaffected by it. Your question, where did God come from, is assuming a limited God. And that's your problem. The God that I worship is not limited by time, space, or matter.
This was an edited one.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
But let's go into our
Jump
wrap
ahead.
up. And Gregory's got some fun facts for today. Some fun facts on the day and topic related facts.
Yep, where
Or
did that go?
we don't have to do topic related facts. We have a lot of facts on that. We went over
Let me
maybe some
go
fun stuff about today.
on this day.
On this day.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, on this day. On this day in history, it is July 21st, right? I'm not got the wrong day again.
You got the right day today.
The world witnessed several quirky and monumentous events. The world's coldest reading in 1983. Happy birthday, Steph. The Soviet Vostok station in Antarctica recorded the lowest natural temperature ever observed on Earth at a chilling negative 98.2 Celsius. That's negative 128.6 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Holy crap. The first quick draw in 1865, Wild Bill Hickok shot and killed gunman Dave Tutt in the Springfield, Missouri, in what historians considered the first formal quick draw duel.
Ooh.
American literature icon. In 1899, author Ernest Hemingway, who famously said, "Once writing has become your major vice and greatest pleasure, only death can stop it." It was born in Oak Park, Illinois, today in 1899. Same year Tata was born.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
That's
That's it.
about it. And then that was that one. Let me go to this one. Let's stay in history, and we'll just see who was born. We'll go birthdays real quick.
Yeah.
Famous people.
Give us one good birthday.
All right, I will. Where'd it go?
And while he's looking that up, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you enjoyed the show, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Check out the affiliates, My Patriot Supply, Dubby, Dubby used the promo code CHEWING. My Patriot Supply used the link in my description. And check out the merchandise at Shopify. Links in the on the channel. Everything you do
All right.
support the show. All right.
I got a good one. One of Mom's favorites, Don Knotts, was born today,
Yeah.
1924.
Wow.
He died in 2006. You know, Don Knotts from things like The Andy Griffith Show, The Reluctant Astronaut. Funny, that's the movie he was in.
Mr.
Space.
Limpet.
And Three's Company for a while.
Samantha loves it when I do that Don Knotts impression from Pleasantville.
Do it.
I'm not doing it. But
no.
Where he says, "I don't like your attitude."
Not for the 5
viewers.
I don't
like your attitude, mister.
Yeah, Sammy always had me do that over and over and over again.
Do it.
Christopher did really well too.
And I'll just have to
I think I'll come back when you're a little bit more composed.
No, he has to compose himself. He's like,
so I'm a little more composed.
I have time to compose myself because he's upset that they're not happy about being there. But she always loved.
Yeah, just to give us a quick little.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. I just remember.
Right. DT, you got any off the wall stories?
No,
things we should look deeper into.
So, just something I've been keeping my eye on is that CERN shutting down. And they're doing these experiments and these upgrades to the magnets and all that. Something that kind of recently just came up. Maybe you guys know this guy. Maybe it's a new Mandela effect. Who knows? Who's that pastor that was really like a televangelist? Joel
Osteen?
What is it?
Osteen?
No, it's Osteen. The L was never there.
Really? Interesting.
Go to Google and type in Joel.
I have one.
It'll come up
upstairs.
It'll come up Osteen.
Interesting.
Right. I'm doing it right now.
Don't type in live. Just type in Joel. Look what comes up.
Joel.
Is it Joel?
E-L.
There it is, Osteen. It's down a little further. Pastor and televangelist.
Yeah.
So this is one of these new Mandela effects people are saying are going on because of the CERN. So something I've just been keeping my eye on is that. Not really a deep dive, but you don't really hear people talk about it that much.
I haven't heard about it.
Well, one day in the future, we'll spell it BOLTH.
Like those bears, the Mandela effect. The Bernstein bears.
Both of us.
Bernstein bears, yeah.
And later on, we'll be like, I remember when I used to make fun of people that said it that way. This is so weird.
Have you ever watched those videos on TikTok? The glitches in the Matrix, like somebody had a Bernstein bear, and they go through a doorway and it changes.
I did see that.
Yeah, there's a.
Like, watch this. That one was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know how they did that one, but I'll say it again, and I'll repeat it anytime it comes up. No, this is the Berenstein Bears. So Shelby, our niece, when she was younger, the song was the Berenstein Bears, right? Yeah. So she would say, and not Berenstein or whatever, right? Like people think it is. The Berenstain Bears, right? So she would sing it, but she couldn't say the word. So she'd say, the same and same bears, the same and same bears. I want to watch the same and same bears, which is the Berenstain Bear, because the name is Berenstain Bears. So I always remembered it as Berenstain. So when people were saying that, I was like, I don't know that one. But
I've seen that book with both covers. Seen it with Stein and Stain.
Yeah.
A-I-N and E-I-N.
Well, that's what they'd like you to believe.
No, I've seen both covers. Like,
yeah, right.
Same with the Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And without
did we do a? We should do an episode on Mandela.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely a good one.
I used to have that Osteen, whatever it was. I had one of those books, but I threw it out. Yeah.
Yeah. See, he said it.
My verse of the day is Jeremiah 31:25. For I have satiated the weary soul and I've replenished every sorrowful soul. So, Will, I'm sure you watch the show. Every episode, we close the show with like something, a closing remark, something positive, something uplifting. So why don't you start and give us a little message, a positive message you want to close the show out with?
Put me on the spot there. I don't know.
Maybe something with your faith, something, anything positive, you just want to tell our audience.
Read your Bible.
All right.
That's it.
There we go.
Bible. If you don't have one, get one.
Good.
They're $13 on Amazon.
There you go. All right, Gregory, you go first, so you can't piggy off Dave.
So we talked about belief, your faith, believing whatever you believe in. And I say, believe in something, you're going to fall for everything. Do your research. And that's it.
All right, I like it.
Don't be a fool.
DT.
That's funny. He said belief because I was thinking belief. So I'm going to piggyback off of Gregory this week. Look, there's people out there that believe one thing, and there's another sort of people that don't believe that way. And that's okay. You could believe how you want to believe. At the end of the day, flat, round, we're all stuck here. We're streaming together. We all question things, and that's what all this is about, is coming together and chewing it up and spitting it out to see what sticks. And if it slides, great. And if it stays there, awesome. You are perfectly imperfect, and you are supposed to be who you are. Believe in that. And I think that's where, we all strive to be, is right in that little pocket. So a little memory of that today. Remind yourself that too. You're not going to be perfect. Strive for whatever you want to believe is in yourself, and you'll achieve it. You'll do great things.
I like it. I like it, Dave. I like it. And I just, ask questions. Ask questions. Get a better understanding. Do your research. And have a little bit of belief. Have a little belief, a little faith. And I mean, at the end of the day, if we believe in Jesus Christ, what does it matter that it's flat or round? Just be, live your life as Christ-like as you can. We are imperfect. We're imperfect people. So just try to love each other, and like Pops would say, just don't be a dipshit.
Yeah.
But love you guys. Thank you, American Eagle Hoarder, for coming on. It was a blast. You can be out. We'll have you on the Mandela Effect show. That'd be good. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well,
change my name to Flurf Man.
Flurf. There you go. Flurf. I think that's from Earth Girls Are Easy. That's a term. Flurf.
Flurf.
Sounds like that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
God bless
I think
everybody.
you're right.
Have a good one.
Yeah, probably. Peace.
Peace.